Hello friends, welcome to IELTS Success. Once again, I'm here with another video on latest cue card to help you to achieve 8+ band in IELTS speaking. So today's cue card is talk about an article that you read from a magazine or newspaper. And the related questions could be what the article was about, when and where you read it, what you learned from the article, and explain why you think it is a good or bad article. So let's see the sample answer for this particular question. So you must be wondering, what is the formula of getting 8+ band in speaking? It's quite simple. Along with fluency, you just need to use certain vocabulary, which is lexical resources, along with few idioms or idiomatic phrases in speaking. These are some vocabulary and idioms which I have used in this cue card, and I have also highlighted them in my sample answers for your reference. Even if you manage to use 2 or 3 idioms or idiomatic phrases, you can achieve a good band in your speaking examination. No need to use entire vocabulary or entire idioms. These are just for your reference and use your original ideas. Well, there are 2 ways to prepare this cue card. First, if you don't read magazine or newspaper at all, and second, if you read it on a regular basis. Suppose if you don't read magazine or newspaper or just read it once in a blue moon, still you can answer this cue card by starting with a negative sentence and add some story to it. For example, you can speak something like this and it will sound natural. Frankly speaking, I am not an avid reader. However, I read one article recently. Or you can say something like this. Reading was never my cup of tea earlier. However, I started to read so-and-so books. Or you can say something like this as well. I'm not that passionate about reading magazine or newspaper much due to my hectic schedule. However, one article that caught my attention was regarding political issues. Or there are several issues which you can just talk about in this cue card. For example, social issues like child marriage, child abuse, girl education, women empowerment, economic issues, or if you are interested in sports or business or health related things, then you can just talk about all these articles as well. If you are a person who are more inclined towards Bollywood or some fun related activities, then you can talk about the Bollywood magazine or women related magazines and many more. Another way to express this cue card is when you are extremely fond of reading newspaper or magazine. You can say something like this. To be honest, I can't begin my day without reading news, or you can say something like this. I'm highly passionate about reading newspaper or magazines, and with no time, I read from cover to cover. However, one article that caught my attention recently was so-and-so, and then you can add your interest area like comic article, political, or entertainment. And now let's see my sample. Answer. As I always say, it's good to have 1 or 2 liner introduction for every cue card. So here is my take on this particular cue card. Frankly speaking, I am not an avid reader who can read books or magazines from cover to cover. Nevertheless, I keep myself updated with current affairs either by glancing at news headlines or reading some interesting articles. I understand that write-up in journals and newspapers provide extensive information on the burning issues of the society. Hence, whenever I get time, I just go through them. I remember one fine day, I was just waiting for my turn in one of the beauty parlors. You can say at doctor clinics or at railway station or airport or anywhere else where you just find a book and you started to read. So you can say something like this. I spotted a magazine on the table. I'm unable to recall the magazine name, but its front cover gravitated my attention. So I started to flip the pages. I saw an article on juvenile crimes, which means offenses committed by minors or adolescents. I was surprised, rather shocked, to see the data of juvenile involvement in serious crimes like robbery, murder, and rape. It was about 30 to 40,000 in a year. This article was not only about the specific crimes done by minors, but also the reasons behind the prevailing circumstances. No doubt, I was in agony while reading the article about the heinous crimes done by juveniles, and still getting goosebumps imagining of what they have done. It's simply not justified to the victims' families. Yet, according to that article, the factors responsible for these crimes in cities pointed towards the loopholes in the system. These youngsters are not getting benefits of economic reforms in comparison to the educated and professional youths in the cities. Therefore, they feel neglected and frustrated, which leads to crimes such as murder, abductions, etc. I'm not sure how far it is correct to support them for the terrible crimes committed by them already. However, the write-up was so thought-provoking and intriguing that I feel that it certainly requires immediate attention by the government to fill the loopholes. Indeed, it was such an engrossing article that I also missed my turn when the beautician called me. So friends, this is how you're supposed to answer this particular cue card based on your personal scenario using the lexical resources and the idioms which I have used in this cue card. So all the best for your examination and stay tuned. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any further query, please contact me via email on the below email address, which is ieltsparty4@gmail.com, or you can also leave your comment below in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel to get further update. Once again, thank you and have a good day.